Next, let's assemble the eyes. Start with the eye whites. Take the starting thread of the first round of the eye white and thread it through a hand sewing needle. Pull the thread to the middle of the first round of the eye white. Secure this end by threading it through a hand sewing needle as well. And pick the position of each standing stitch, as shown in the video, pulling it to the middle of the first round of the eye white. After pulling through, tie 2 knots with the 2 threads to secure them. Once secured, shape the eye white with your hands. After shaping the eye white, take about 60 centimeters of black thread. Fold it and knot the end. Thread it through a hand sewing needle and pass it through the middle of the first round of the eye white. Pulling it tight. Wrap the thread around twice and knot it, then shape it with your hands. Reinsert the needle at the same position in the middle of the first round. And after pulling through, tie the black threads together. Cut the thread, leaving about 2 centimeters. And hide the ends inside the eye white. This completes one eye white. Please crochet the other one on your own. Now, take the eyelid. Thread the starting thread of the first round of the eyelid through a hand sewing needle. Pull the thread from the back to the middle of the first round of the eyelid, as shown in the video. Then, secure the ending thread by threading it through a hand sewing needle. And pick the position of each standing stitch, as shown in the video, pulling it to the middle of the first round of the eyelid. After pulling through, tie 2 knots with the 2 threads to secure them. Shape the eyelid into a small bowl shape with your hands. Thread the 2 threads back to the middle of the first round on the back of the eyelid. After shaping it with your hands, Place the eye white inside the eyelid and shape them together. Apply glue sparingly but repeatedly, as shown in the video. And press firmly. Once the glue has set, the complete eye assembly is finished. Please complete the other eye on your own. After completing the eye whites and eyelids, here's how to attach them to the head. To attach one of the eyes to the head, follow these steps. Start by taking the reserved thread from one of the eyes. Thread it through a hand sewing needle. Sew this eye onto the head between rounds 6 and 9. Specifically positioning it at the 7th stitch, as shown in the video. Once you have sewn the eye securely in place, apply a small amount of glue in multiple spots to adhere the eye firmly to the head. Press it with your hand to ensure it sticks well. Once the glue dries, hide any excess thread and trim it off with scissors. Once the glue has set, this part of the assembly is complete. Repeat the same process for the other eye. Use the reserved thread from the second eye, thread it through a hand sewing needle, and sew it onto the head between rounds 6 and 9, at the 7th stitch position, as shown in the video. After sewing it in place, adjust the position of the eye by hand to ensure it's symmetrical. Apply glue sparingly in multiple spots to secure it to the head. Press it with your hand to ensure it sticks well. Once the glue dries, hide any excess thread and trim it off with scissors. With these steps, the assembly of the head and eyes is complete.